Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? We are about to get live. I'm just finishing up some lunch. And for some reason, my OBS decided to change some things on me. But we got it back. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Wolf, you were the first one in. How you doing? Good afternoon. Sam Henrich, what's up? Todd Hurt, good afternoon. Big Sexy, what it do, man? Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna get that at least a 4-star. And then we'll see about the 5-star. Infinity MJ, what's up, man? Beast Mode. You were able to take down the Grandmaster? Nice. Congratulations, man. That boy. What's up? Wanted Ben. I see you. Bobby. Just give me a few more bites of my lunch. Just having tuna and chips. And then I'll be ready to go. Make sure everything is looking all right. Billy D, what's up? How you doing? Leopoldo, hey, hey, and Alexander, what's going on? Yep, everything's going good, man. Super-Skrull, more like average Skrull. Oh, yeah. He's not that impressive, but I love his animations. Dr. J, what's up, man? Summoner Advancement, Perfect Series is coming up. Hero use is on now. Perfect timing, we always blow that out of the water. Skill advancement. Whatever. But Cosmic and Tech is on. So there will be an opening for you guys tomorrow. Elio, what's up, man? How you doing? Odin is coming. Uh-huh. Yep. Simurat, what's up? And I'm not allowed to speak about either one of those. But yeah. Should be interesting. After my Cav run yesterday, I can definitely say Cosmic Ghost Rider is in the basic, as that's who I pulled from my 4-star crystal. Nice. Maybe I'll grab him. All right. We are going to get started in that arena. Last bite. And it was just as good as the first bite. All right. Whew. Hello. How y'all doing? There are rumors that Hood and Silver Warrior are getting buffed next month. I can neither confirm nor deny such rumors. I tried uploading the vid to your Discord, but it said file was too big. Wait. Oh, the opening. Yeah, I think Discord has some limits. Who is Mangog? No idea. What's up, Months Behind? I didn't know who Psycho Man was. Do I know who is getting buffed? I can neither confirm nor deny such things. I know many things that I am not allowed to speak on. 8 meg, okay. All right. Let me go get the glass cleaner. I don't complain about things happening on in the game when it's because of a dirty screen. Good stuff. Lint-free cloth. Let me turn it off real quick so I don't hit things while I'm cleaning it. All right, there we go. All right, and last, we've got Germ X that I always have right here. All right, let's get going. I did get all of the arenas done. Last arena. Last minute. This morning, I had to take my sister to her appointment so they could check. This is just a checkup, but it was a place we hadn't been to before. And if you guys know anything about my sister, she is directionally challenged. So I always tell her, look, why don't you print it out? Just print the directions out so that we know, where we're going. No, I just put that into Waze and it'll tell us how to go. I'm like, yeah, Waze can give you the step-by-step directions just so that we have a good idea of where we need to go. She don't want to do that. So of course we get to a place where we need to turn. Now we're driving. I'm driving. I'm moving. We're on the highway. We got off the highway. We're now needing to make a decision. And she's looking at it. And I'm not stopped still here, right? And so I get up there and she's like, okay, you got to turn left. So I hit my turn signal. I head into the left lane. Oh no, sorry, I meant right. Too late now. I'm already in the left lane. So you got to go to the left, make a U-turn, go on back. That happened twice. the next time, you better be sure that I will be getting the directions, and just don't even have to print them out. Just write them out. You know, take this highway to this exit, and that's all you need. Don't need to, you know, have a whole bunch of directions. Just a good step-by-step route. That's what I used to do. That way, I was not dependent on the internet, because I had that happen to me before. You know, I was going someplace, and I was letting the Google Maps thingy tell me where to go as we were going. Turn-by-turn instructions, right? But then I hit a dead spot, and it was quiet. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? I didn't know where to go, and I was in a dead spot, so it couldn't tell me. So I had to go all the way out of the dead spot, and then it resumed once it could get on again, and I had to go look at the directions so that I could get where I needed to go. And I'm like, you know what? From that point on, I'm not doing that. Just grab it. All right, hold up. Mangog is a Thor villain, but I don't know much about him. Nah, I didn't even know that about him. Angela's getting a buff, Black Panther OG, and Miles. I believe that's what they were talking about doing. Oh, we got Jam. Oh, Jam. Jam, Teddy, Jam for me. Yeah, what's up, Jam? And what's up, Relentless? How you doing, man? I don't remember if I said what's up to you, but I see you. What's up? Let's see. William, what's up? How you doing, man? Odin and Mangog coming next month. Kind of excited and worried. I don't know anything about no Mangog. Donovan, what's up, man? Yeah, I heard you talking a little bit about that in the other stream, in KT stream. I was there. Alexander, I already said what's up to you. I know I did. So don't look at me like that. Or the Mangog, as it originally referred to itself, is the physical manifestation and sum total of the hatred of a billion beings from a race that was slaughtered by the ruler of Asgard. Oh, wow. Okay. Scar, what's up, man? How you doing? First time seeing Shaedow stand up and walk? Well, I do that every once in a while. Ever clean your screen, unit store pops up? Yes. You know why? Because they've set it so that the default, if you don't have, if something did not answer the touch, the default is to go to the unit store. They did that on purpose. It's not an accident that you go to the unit store like that. That's actually coded in. Luke, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing good. Super-Skrull, 50 million. Hey, you know how I do, Relentless. He's not really a great champion. He's probably going to go lower than that, but when I go for him, you already know I'm going to be putting up, you know, that kind of score. Okay. Man, I hate fighting Cable. It's so annoying. Here we go. Let's see. Epinosis, what's up, man? Hey, LordShaedow, scrubbing up before surgery. Going to take this game apart. Hey, gotta prepare, man. Gotta prepare. Are you in the CCP? Yes, Simmerat, I am. That's why I can't speak on those things. Folks can speculate. I cannot. All right. Corey, what's up, man? How you doing? Just finished Cav EQ, got me a 5-star Heimdall. Nice. Yeah, I can't wait for the opening. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but the only two that I'm really wanting is Cosmic Ghost Rider and Captain Marvel movie. But I also don't have a Terrax. He's in there. And I can't remember who else. Actually, let's see. Tech, Cosmic. Whoops. Oh, it won't let me do it here. Yeah, this one's automatically owned. Let's see. We have to do it over here. All right. Tech and Cosmic, 5-star, and unowned. So here's what we're looking at, folks. That's it. These are the people that are, and you can see Thanos, not in there. Super-Skrull, not in there. Kang, not in there. So, I think Black Bolt is in there. And so we've got Vision, who I don't believe is in there. Is that, which one is that? Yeah, I don't think he's in the crystal. And I can't remember if War Machine is or not. But you can see I don't have that many that I would be wanting in these dual class crystals. Cosmic Ghost Rider, Captain Marvel movie, and Terrax, I know for sure I don't have and that are in there. Miss Marvel and Black Bolt, I also don't have, but I don't remember if they're in there. Wouldn't mind a Black Bolt. He might be in there. But yeah, so there's not that many 5 stars that I even need or want, really. All right, let's keep going here. See, gonna take my first 6-star to rank 2 tomorrow. Nice, Simmerat. Let's see, Shrink with big notebook, gonna call. Okay, yep. I heard the story, so that's for somebody, for others, Donovan, because I heard you. I was in KT1 stream. Does anyone remember maps? Yes, atlases. I had them in my car all the time. You would pull over if you got lost, unfold a giant map. Yep, the atlas, and look for the grid you were stopped in. I sure did. Had to come to the office for some hardware work. Ooh. Fun times. At least I can entertain you. Let's see. Mangog is all the people Odin punished combined. Whew. Makes sense that they're there together then. I think Odin will be Cosmic Apocalypse to enhance Asgardians. That would be cool. That would be cool. Mangog looks sick. Google is great. Hey. All right, come on. It's just amazing. I lived in a time before Google. I remember the search engine before Google. The big one was it Alta Vista, I think? There was Alta Vista and Hasta La Vista. One of them was a hacker search engine. And they had named it very close to the regular search engine. You know, it'd be like the equivalent of having Google, but then having another one called Gaggle or Snoogle or something that did a search just like that, but only for illegal software and stuff. But I remember. And I didn't know who Psycho was until they added him. Me neither. Mangog will be similar to Juggy, as in tanky but low crit rate and not hit that hard. Okay. Meow. When Odin was killing with Hela, he slaughtered a lot of innocent people. Odin wasn't always puppies and rainbows. Oh yeah, you're right. You got that right. I'm rooting for Mangog. Yeah, Odin was not a nice person. He wasn't just that nice, loving father that you see Finished my test yesterday and getting scores back today or tomorrow. Good luck. Hope you did well. Ghost Fade, what's up, man? What it do? Tobias, what's up, man? How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, Alta Vista was above board. Hasta La Vista was the pirate version. Yeah, see? So I know. I wasn't always nice either. Yep, I remember Excite. I remember Lycos as well. Do you remember Gopher? Where my old techies at? That was before we even had the World Wide Web. We had to find stuff using Gopher and regex expressions to filter out different file names and hope people put that in the file name. Then you had to go through because you didn't know what you were downloading. If they named it wrong, then you downloaded it and it really wasn't what it implied it was. Oh yeah, I remember all that. And I was fine with that regex because you had to be in order to find what you were looking for. And I actually ended up using regex in work, you know, doing a search or to filter out and create validation routines for email. I use which is regular expressions is the full name of it. And I sure did. All right. Hold on. I forgot to do something. I'm trying to send out the link to places. Facebook used to let me just post it up, but I don't know what it's been doing lately. Yeah, I have to manually do it, it looks like. All right, so that way people that follow me on Facebook can have it. It automatically does Twitter, so that's okay. And let's see. I'm not going to send it out to Line. Why is that? I told it to restart the session. There we go. I wonder why I have to do that twice. Anyway. There we go. All right. Regular was Alta Vista. Okay. And the hacking one was Hasta La Vista. See, I'm glad y'all guys remember. So I don't feel so bad. Because you guys remember. So you know I ain't talking out my butt. I remember them things. Used to use them all the time. I had my own pirate site. Obviously not a website. But later on, I served up, what was that one? I had a couple of servers and pretty much any software that you wanted. If I gave you access to my server, it was there. And if it wasn't there, I could get it and serve it up. Kabam is about balanced champs after Cosmic Ghost Rider was created. Yeah, he is rough. All right, let me turn that off so you guys aren't constantly hearing, because you know the time I stream is when everybody want to send me email. Okay, you doing well? Cool. My first search engine was Ask Jeeves. I remember that back in the day, and I used Atlas and Thomas Guide for navigation maps. Love the nostalgia on this stream. Yeah, I mean, those what was it? Those were the days. Good to hear you're doing well, Tobias. Aha. Hypnosis, you remember Gopher, do you? And you use Pine for your email. I used Pine. Pine was after. The email that I used was Elm. ELM. Later on, we got to upgrade to Pine. But I remember both. Yes, there was a bug. Just to tell you how naughty I was. There was a bug with Elm and Pine, because Pine, I believe, was the graphical, and it was based on the same thing. It had the same bug, where if you were running it and you did Control, Shift, and Pipe, it abnormally quit out of the program. Not Control C, but Control, Shift, Pipe. That caused an abnormal quit, and the bug was that the program did not catch it and handle it properly. So what ended up happening is it dropped you out into a shell. But here's the problem. Email programs have to have full access. They have to have super user access in order to get to everybody's mail. That's how they work. So when you abnormally quit and it dropped you to a shell, you basically just became super user on that system. And you were able to do whatever you wanted. It was a bug. Yeah, I was that guy. I was into learning all about the operating system, all the programs, any kind of bugs or whatever. I was always talking different news groups. You guys remember news groups? You know, Usenet, if you remember that. I was all in them groups. Oh yeah, learned a lot. And this is all while I was in school, in college. All right. I do. What's up, man? I remember clicking on a photo and waiting for it to be displayed on the screen. Yep, for about 10 minutes. It was slow, man. I remember that. MapQuest, yep. I used MapQuest before I ever heard of Google. Long after Google came out, I was still using MapQuest. Yeah, dial-up. Before mobile phones, people would print out a dozen pages. Yup, that's what I did. And I ain't get lost. Sure didn't. I would print it out, bring it to me, and I still do that. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you look in the back behind me, that's my printer that you see there. And the cover is up because I'm about to replace the ink. I ran out of ink a long time ago, and we've been just using my mom's printer because I didn't have a lot of things to print out. But the printer that she had is dying. And so I needed to get some more ink. Now, I have a Kodak printer. And I bought the Kodak printer because it had the cheapest ink around. The Kodak printer itself was cheaper than some of the ink for HP. Okay? It was a cheap, printer, and it's still going. I bought that years ago from Walmart. It was the only place that I found it. And the ink, HP and everything is like $60, expensive. You can get alternate inks for, a lower price. But of course, if you do that, they kind of do things to make it so that will shorten the life of the printer. And so, they're very antagonistic against that because they want you to buy their ink. But with Kodak, it's cheap. Now, I wanted to get a color and a black, right? Went to Walmart. They had the color and the black for $38, which is cheaper than the others for their color and black, right? But I said, you know what? Instead of getting that one, I'm gonna check Amazon because I remembered that I had a credit on Amazon from the first stimulus when I went and bought the. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I bought an Elgato, but then I returned it, and I accidentally chose to put money back into the Amazon account instead of putting it back on my card so that I could, use it outside of Amazon. But turned out that was probably a good thing. because I was able to buy the keyboard I'm using here with that money. And I had just enough to buy some ink. But instead of $38 for a single black and a single color, I spent $25, and I believe it's like 3 color and 2 black or something like that in there. A huge savings. And so I'm waiting for that now. But once I do that, if we go someplace, I'm gonna be like, give me the address. And I will print it out. Or at least write it out, something. So that I know where I need to go. You know, because she won't do that. I don't know why. All right, anyway. I remember getting stuff off of Usenet. Would have been quicker to walk to some guy's house and pick it up. Oh yeah, it was slow. All right, Memeniac, or is that Nemiac? Welcome to the Shadows. You are our latest Shadow Dweller. Thank you for following me over on Twitch. Appreciate you, man. All right, Bobby, take care, man. Have fun at work. Get that up there. Oh boy, there she go. Trying to wait. Surprise! Nice on. That's what's up. Gambit took a few licks, but then knocked her out. In the Caribbean with geo restrictions, even when buying software. Oh, wait. Ooh. Come on. All right, got 2 in there. Oh, she backed off that time. She got wise to it. Okay. And a special. Yep. But now I'm going in. Give me another special. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Armor broke you now. Now it's on. That's what's up. All right, when buying software, we have had to use creative ways to get work done on computers for years. I heard about Elm, but never used it. Yeah, that was before Pine. And it was text-based. Now that I know that tip, I need a time machine. Want to have a little fun in the computer lab again. Oh, I'll tell you some fun that we had in the computer lab. I had a reputation. But I never got kicked out of the lab. Wait, hold up. That's not who I wanted. I want you. Never got kicked out. But I did some things, man. I did some things. I'll tell you. Hey, hacking is still learning. Exactly. Now, here's the thing, Wolf. I come from a time where hackers did not mean computer criminals. I was proud to call myself a hacker. And it was not because I was a computer criminal. Hackers was considered the highest form of computer nerd, I guess you could say. Because what a hacker did, and you had different types of hackers. You had phone hackers called phreakers. You had system hackers. But what they did was like what I was doing. A hacker basically was a mindset. And you would just learn everything you could about stuff. Now, what you did with it is another story. But it got very popular because you had people that were hackers, but then they used their knowledge for evil. And so the media started calling them, these computer criminals hackers because they were, but that's not what, or they were, in totality, I guess you would say. They were computer criminals. Basically, all hackers were not computer criminals, but those computer criminals were hackers. And so by calling all of them just hackers, kind of, messed up everybody else that was like a noble thing. That was something to be proud of. to hack. There were many a programmer that was proud. When you called them a hacker, man, you basically were giving them the highest honor. But yeah, things change. Most of the world, that was among the tech community. So most of the world didn't know anybody but those computer criminals who the media called hackers. So that's how it became known. Mr. J. Owason, how you doing, man? Get yourself a small black laser printer. You can get the toner super cheap on Amazon and it doesn't dry up. Yeah, I might do that, Wolf. I might do that, but I've had this printer. When I say I had this printer for years, we're talking over 7 years. I've had this printer, if I remember correctly. It's a Kodak 7250. When did that come out? $72.50. See if I can yeah, that's gonna be hard to find out. Wow, it's going for $215. Wow, I did not pay that much. Why did it go up in price? I did not pay that much for this printer, guys. 7 years ago? This is an old printer. Unless this is a new one, a new version of it. But it looks just like my printer. Wow. That is way more expensive than what I paid. All right, well, whatever. Miguel, what's up, Miguel? How you doing, man? Original chat for me was Merc. Yep, I remember Merc. That's what I was trying to remember, Adil. I set up an IRC, inter-relay chat. I set up a server on that for my, software, my illegal software, that I would get on there and we would see somebody that had some software that you wanted. And if they set up that system, you would contact them and say, hey, I've got this software that you're looking for. You got this software that I do. We would exchange and we would download from each other. But yeah, IRC was what I was trying to remember. Thanks, Adil. Legend, what's up, man? How you doing? I remember the Freakers. Yep, you could replicate button tones. Yep, and make all kind of long distance calls for free. Wolf, the person who cracked that in the beginning, he actually got hired by the government and they kept him from releasing that information because they couldn't change it at the time. And if that knowledge had become widespread, it would have ruined phone companies. That's why it was never widespread, because you could do that and just get those phone calls for free and it was not really detectable. And so, and this is when we had pay phones and things like that. So, yeah, they actually, I forgot his name, but they kept him quiet. They basically gave him a job, and they basically told him, you can either spend your life, or a large part of your life in prison, or keep quiet about this and, make yourself some money. And that's what he did. But eventually, it got out a little bit, but you don't really hear about too much because I believe they have some counters now. And of course, now it's not as big of a deal. Most of us don't pay for long distance. Back then, long distance, I was living in New York and you could make an out-of-state call and it was considered long distance. I used to call Queens, which was in New York, and it was long distance. charges. See, you don't have that today. So it's very different now. But yeah, I remember that. All right, I used IRC for music back in the day. Oh, I did that too. John Law, what's up, man? Did you ever watch the movie Sneakers? Yeah, I watched Sneakers. That was a long time ago too. Some of it was filmed in my town. Cool. Yeah, I remember Sneakers. I remember Hackers. Oh yeah. All right. So now that you guys, I'm caught up and you got me remembering back in the day. Let me tell you what I did that could have gotten me kicked out of the lab permanently. Now, there were some things that I, learned on my own, just kind of basically an inventor, but I was more of an innovator. Someone could come and tell me one thing, and I would basically take their idea, polish it, and streamline it. Okay? Dark Matter, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh yeah, my head is very shiny. So to explain what this was, I'll try to give you guys a basic understanding of what this is. So we were on a Unix system. That's before Windows, a command line, for the most part, based operating system. And there were what you call file permissions. Everything in Unix was a file. And you had 3 groups of permissions. You had user, group, and other. And you could have read, write, or execute permission for each of those groups. All right, so for example, you could set up a file that, user, which was the owner of the file, had read, write, and execute permission. You could set it up so that group had none, but other had read and execute permission. That way, that file could be run by someone other than yourself, okay? So, there was also this thing called the sticky bit. That's what we called it. It was a permission S super user, S sticky bit, all right? If the file had this set, basically that meant that running that file, depending on how you set the sticky bit, you had permission of the owner of the file. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys yet? You had ownership. You had the same permissions as the owner, but the owner was the one that would set the sticky bit. You couldn't set the sticky bit for them. So I might set up a program that I wanted everybody to run, but the program did specific things, but it may need to write into my own directory or delete some stuff in a little directory that I set up. Well, I might set that one just to, let you run it as if you were me and not worry about setting the other permissions, because I could also set those permissions to do it otherwise. All right, so you got the background of the sticky bit running as yourself, okay? Now, the other thing you guys need to know is that on Unix, everyone has a unique user ID. That is how the system knows you. Your username can change. The admins can change your username to whatever. But as far as the system is concerned, when your account was created, it was assigned a unique ID that does not change unless they delete the account and create a new one. Okay? But your username could change. Password could change. But your ID wasn't changing. So, one day, a friend of mine told me something interesting. He told me that the system, and this was something they fixed later on, mainly because of me, the system allows you to change your user ID. That's the user ID that the system knows you as. You could change your ID to your ID. Do y'all get that? This was something that they could have stopped, and they did later. All right? So you could change a file, you could change your user ID to your user ID. Okay? Now, when he told me that, I was like, oh, really? So he had a process that he showed me that when you set the sticky bit, that S bit, remember, it allows you to run with the permission of the owners. He could basically change his user ID to theirs. You basically run the program and change the user ID to the owner's user ID, which was allowed. And now you, who were not the owner, was able to operate as if you were the owner. As far as the system was concerned, you were them. And this was not detectable on the system. So when I found this out, I said, oh, I got some ideas. So I wrote a program. It was a very simple program. This program would create a file. It would run and set the user ID. It created a program. Let me back up a little bit. I created a program that took in as its first argument the user ID. Okay, so basically, I call the program change, something like that, and you would basically be able to say change space 123. All right. Now, when you did that, it would change your ID, but if you weren't 123, it wouldn't work. So what I did was I wrote a script file that when you ran it, it made a copy of my program, renamed it to the ID, the user ID of, whoever I was running it as, and saved it in a directory. Set the sticky bit, and basically what that did was all I needed was to have you leave your account open for a few seconds. I would run over to your computer. We just had terminals at the time. I would run over to your terminal, type out one command, and that was it. You could change your password. It would not matter because I had that file that you technically created and gave me permission to run. And since it was actually owned by you, but you gave it permission that I could run as you, it allowed me to run and set the user ID to whoever I wanted. And I had a lot of people in that directory. Okay? This was not good because this bypasses your password. It didn't matter what your password was. Not only that, but we also knew that when they created new passwords, they created new accounts, they often did not either set the password, but it wouldn't matter with this program. As long as I could find, which I could, their user ID, it was a wrap. Before they even logged in, I was able to get in there. Okay? So, how I got caught. It was fine for the longest time. I never used it maliciously. You know, I showed people because I was all about, you know, knowledge. And so a lot of the people that I had that on knew I had it. But our professor, who was in charge of that department, he got a new security program. And it went through looking for security risks. And what did this program find when he ran it one day? It found me, and in a directory, it found, it wasn't hundreds, but it was a lot of files that had the S-bit set owned by other people. There is no good reason for that. And so the program flagged it. I got called into the office the next day. And he talked to me and he said, "You're not in trouble." He said, "We ran a security program. We saw this. We've talked to some people and it's obvious that, you know, they knew you had it." He said, "But it's actually dangerous for you." He said, "The only reason that you're not in trouble is because there were no complaints." Because what they could have done, they could have done some malicious things and then blame me. And I would have been the one that got in trouble, and I couldn't have said anything because I shouldn't have had those in my directory in the first place. So if someone were to say, "Oh, that wasn't me, that was him," and they see that I have these files where I could have done it as them, oh well, I would have got in trouble. But nobody complained because I didn't use it that way. But these are the kind of things that I had a reputation for, okay? I did turn over a new leaf. I matured and you know, stopped doing those things. But my reputation for the entire time I was there, I was a pain in his butt while I was there because he always had to watch me. This is how bad it was. He would come into the lab when there was a problem. He would come right to me and ask me about it. And he told me, he said, "I'm asking you," and I used to work in the lab. He told me, "The reason that I'm asking you is not because I think you did it, but because I know that either you had something to do with it or you know about it, because not much went on in that lab that I didn't know about." And he was right. When he came over and usually asked me, I usually knew about it, even if I didn't do it. All right, let me catch up real quick. Shaedow, I want you to listen to this. Mantronics, Got to Have Your Love. Not familiar with that. Angel X, what's up, man? When will Kabam finally announce rework champions? No clue. All right, Wolf said release notes should be coming tomorrow, usually the Friday before a new Wednesday update. That's a good shout. The Silent One, what's up, man? How you doing? Pushing for Cav now? Cool, man. That's what's up. Ooh, oh, hey, there we go. Go Vision Arcus, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. MCLC Sniper, what's up, man? How you doing? Wolf says, good luck, Silent One. Good luck. Odin and Mangog, yes, heard about Mangog through Avengers Assemble. Yeah, I never heard of him. Hi, moderator. Hi, LordShaedow, MCLC Sniper, what's going on, man? Bosa, what's up? What's up, man? How you doing? So, anyway, back in the day, that was Shaedow. That's the kind of stuff that I did. There was another thing that I did that I actually got help doing. So I mentioned this before to you guys, but on the Unix system, everything is a file. So that includes the terminal that you're using to work with. And by default, the terminal file was writable. So if you were to redirect something to that file, it appeared on the terminal. So what I used to do to people, because the terminals were known, they all had their numbers, I would send a clear screen command and redirect it to that terminal. And it would clear your screen. Imagine you're doing your homework and suddenly your screen just goes blank because the default was to write. Now, to protect against that, you could turn, it was called change mod, the command, and you could change your terminal so that it was no longer write permission. Change mod, I think R minus write or something like that, or minus RW, something like that. And it would keep that from happening. But to do that, you had to log in, right? So this is the progression. I used to wait for people to log in and do it. So then people would put the command in a file that gets run right when they log in. So that was pretty quick, right? So here's what I would do. I wrote a program that kept running one command. It was called who. Who listed everybody that was logged in to the system. I made my program run that repeatedly. It would write out the list to a file. Then it would read the file and look for a name that I told it. So if I wanted to zap, because I called it zap, by the way, when I wanted to zap somebody, all I did was run zap with their name, and that program, I set it to run in the background, so I didn't even have to be there. It would run in the background. As soon as they logged in, bam, got them, okay? Yeah, I was a somebody, wasn't I? But anyway, so it was tearing up the system. So one of the super users, and I never had super user access. A lot of people thought I did because of my knowledge of the system. And I was doing all these things, but you didn't need super user for that. Super user was the highest permission. And you didn't need it to do the things that I was doing. So one of the super users helped the other guy because we had a little war going on. And he told him how to block me. But when I wrote that program, he was like, oh boy. He was like, yeah, I don't know. That's basically I had developed the nuclear bomb, okay? Now, he helped me refine it though, because I told you I was running the command who, sending it to a file, reading the file. That all took up system resources because I was doing it over and over and over again. So he showed me how to basically access that login information without using the who command. So it was much easier on the system, and basically there was no help for that. If I wanted to, zapped it, that was it. Okay? Joshua, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, it's been a little while. You just got college stuff here and there. Okay, and everywhere. Got you. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, Shaedow was a naughty boy. Yeah. Davy Jones, what's up, man? Who do you think will be tuned up besides Angela, guys? Yeah, you guys can answer that. I can't answer such questions. Toy, what's up, man? Congratulations. Act 5 fully explored. That's what's up, man. Congratulations. All right, so I wrote this program, and one of the super users, and I called foul because what he did was he went into my account and got the program that I wrote and then gave it to this other guy. See, that was a foul. This was between me and, we were peers. He could have done the same thing I did with that knowledge that I had. But what the super user did, I couldn't have done. He just went in there and robbed me. All right. And so basically what his rationale was, the best way to find out how to counter it is to make him figure out how to counter it by attacking him with his own program and see what he does. And it worked. I found a counter for it because here's the thing. Whatever you send to the terminal, it eventually, you could turn off the write permission. Everything that was sent to it before you turned off the write permission would still be there. But eventually, it would go, you know? So there was a counter to it. Now, fast forward, oh boy. Fast forward some years. Oh yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, let's do that. So fast forward some years. I'm now matured. I no longer do such things. Okay? My reputation preceded me. I'm now, senior, about to, graduate. And you got these little freshmen that heard the stories of what I used to do in the labs, okay? The lab has changed now. We've got, higher technology. We've got X terminals, so we've got graphics. Why would somebody call me? All right, hold on. I don't want to lose again. I tried to turn it off just now, but apparently that's not going to work. So, and I got to focus on this or else I'll die again. So sorry for the phone ringing, because it's like right next to the mic too. But I got to focus on this. All right, yeah, now it goes off. Because after I recovered like that, we don't want that to happen again. There we go. Okay. I'm fine, thanks. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Thanks for the good vibes, Davey. Appreciate you, man. Says, oh yeah, I'm dead. Gabe crashes. Yep. That's how it go. Not that I really need to do it, but I don't care. Anyway, so the lab is now very different. X terminals, we've got X Windows, which is a graphical system. We've got PCs in there now. It's very different. People can log in. Now, here's the funny thing. I get a call from the computer lab. Now, remember I told you guys that I was always the one that got called because I either knew what had happened or I had something to do with it. There we go. So I get a call from the computer lab. Now, I have not been in the computer lab for a while. And they're calling me, asking me for help. So I told you that you can now log in remotely, but they had a limited number of lines for people to connect into. Apparently on one of the lines, people would log in and it would constantly clear their screen. And so when this happened, someone remembered and then called me up and said, we know you didn't do it, but it looks like it's your program. And I'm like, what? So I go, I go into the lab to help them out. Here's what happened. One of the admins or one of the ex-admins remembered that program. The program was still there. And he was showing some folks how it worked and accidentally locked up one of their lines. And at this time, it was a big deal because they had like maybe 3, and teachers would call in and do some work. But with one line out, that was a big deal. And I just laughed because I'm like, man, even years later, after I no longer did any such thing, they still called me up and I still knew how to fix it, and what to deal with. So now I'm in the lab, and remember, we've got a new system, X Windows, graphical, and this freshman decides to test me. What he did was he knew that I knew nothing about X Windows. This was something new, all right? Didn't know anything about X Windows. He sent some, he ran some programs. You know, these days, he wasn't a hacker. He was a script kiddie. If you guys know that term, script kiddie. Basically, they just go and run programs that other people wrote, like me. You know, they would grab that program that I wrote and then use that. They don't have the knowledge to create it on their own. So that's what he was. And he had grabbed a few programs that did that to you on X Windows. And I'm like, huh, I remember when I did something like this. And so he did that, and he's smug, right? Because he's like, yeah, you know, now mind you, I'm you know, a senior, he's a freshman. And to him, you know, I was an old school. All right. Oh boy. Wait, am I? Oh boy, I hate fighting. Oh boy. All right. I was trying to get enough to get a special 3. Come on, Gladiator Hulk. Put him to sleep. All right, so he tested me. He wanted to show that he was now, you know, just as good as I was, right? And so he's sitting there laughing, right? I said, okay. And I didn't, he was like, you want me to show you how to stop it? I said, no, let it run. And so I went and opened up another window and went looking for permissions and things like that because I knew it had to be there somewhere. I found the equivalent and turned it off. Okay. And then I sent it back to him. And he, of course, was like, oh my goodness, how did you do that? And I said, listen here. I said, you need to make a decision. I said, do you really want to mess with me? I said, I just figured out how to stop and counter those programs. Do you want me to really research further into X Windows and start writing programs? Because I write the programs that you were using. I said, do you really want to mess with me? He never bothered me again. He was like, all right, you got it. Because he knows from my reputation, I would have made it my mission to mess him over. Ah, the memories. Some of them good, some of them not so good. All right, come on. Come on. Come on, give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Oh, come on. All right, yeah, there you go. I knew that's what she wanted to do. She wasn't gonna fire that special 1. She wanted that special 2 to go off. But she's down. I feel Thor Ragnarok is getting buffed. He needs it. It's Alexander. It's Thor Ragnarok. At one point in time, Thor Ragnarok and Phoenix were the prestige king and queen. And in fact, I think Silver Surfer and Doom are the only ones that beat them. Am I correct? In 5 stars, that is. Juicer, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, wonder how many Odin Seaton will buy to try to get Odin. Yeah, Seaton will drop some stuff, though, that's for sure. Falcon. Okay, yeah, you got the answer before I said it. Laying down the law, man. And he knew, you know, because he knew that I didn't know anything about that setup because I was no longer, I used to have a job in the lab, so I was in the lab every day, right? And he knew that I had not been there. You know, this is my senior year. I don't have a lot of classes, and I had my own computer at home. So I no longer needed to come to the lab very often. So he knew that I had not been in the lab and that I didn't know about the new system and stuff. But the fact that I was able to counter him that quickly with just a little bit of knowledge scared him. He knew better. It's fun to remember those times you could do so much to computers because people didn't know about security back then. Government did not change the default password on their systems. Tell me about it. They did not. So people were finding government sites and stuff like that, servers, and just logging in with password. Password was the default password, and they had not changed it. Can't believe it, can you? Government, high secrets, and it was just password. Never changed it. It was crazy. Yeah, I believe so. Silver Surfer, then Doom. Yep. Uh-oh, we got Mickey Momo! The Mickey Momo is an attitude. The Mickey Momo is a mellow mood. You Momo when you're drinking lemonade. You Momo soaking in a marinade. I know you're Mickey cause I'm Momo too. So I know what you're going through. But there's no Momo whenever I get close to you. What's up, Momo? How you doing, man? Hold on, let me get this Havoc down. Oh, guys, I've been using Guillotine 2099 in Alliance Quest. And I'm having a bigger appreciation for this variation, man. She's been doing some work, saving some items for real. Now, I'll tell you guys, do you remember the book, The Cuckoo's Egg? That was a book that changed my mind about my hacking because I was one of those people that felt I was doing a service to break into a system even though I wasn't doing any harm. And I say it that way because I was doing harm. It just wasn't the type of harm I was thinking about. Okay, come on. Wow. This MODOK is off the chain. Ooh, and that evade is really messing me up. All right, come on. Ay. Yeah, that auto evade really messes you up, man. Yeah, like that. That should have been a parry. There we go. They really should make it so that it doesn't auto evade if you're blocking. Really should. I have a strong feeling I know March or April champs. I'm all right. What about you? I'm doing good, Momo. The weather is getting better. Loving it. Gilly, Rex AQ, she's doing that work, man. Why do I nod my head side to side when you sing that? Nearly died in the arena. What's up, Shaedow? Hope you're doing well. JPZ Tech, what's up, man? How you doing? What have they done to Arena? It's horrible at the moment. I don't know. The game itself has been running horribly lately. So I don't know. Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, after reading the Cuckoo's Egg, it changed my mindset. Because I was like, oh, wow, he's right. You know, I'm not doing them a favor, you know. And I think he used this analogy, but he may not have used the analogy. Someone else may have. But the analogy is you have a neighborhood where all the neighbors trust each other so that they don't even have to lock their doors. And then you come in, walk through the open door of somebody's house, rearrange all their stuff, leave a note saying that you did it. He's like, you may think that you're doing them a favor, showing them that their door was unlocked and, you know, that they really need to close it. He said, but what you've done is you've destroyed the trust that they have. Now, the argument could be said that that's something that needed to be destroyed. You know, they needed to learn to lock their doors. Even though the community was a safe one, you had people outside of the community. So it's not a perfect example, but at that time, it made me see what I was doing a little bit differently. Now, it didn't stop me from pirating software and music and all of that. Not at that time. But it did stop me from logging into people's systems, leaving little gifts for them. You know, Kilroy was here, stuff like that. They've been leaked already. Yep, hey, Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That brings back memories too. Have you guys seen what Cindy looked like? Cindy grew up. Cindy grew up nice. That Cindy on the Brady Bunch? Oh, yes. I remember she came on, I forget what show it was, and we were falling out. Little Cindy, all grown up, we were like, oh my goodness, no. We were like, no, that much time has not passed, no. S, what's up, man? How you doing? Haven't seen you in a little bit, man. What's going on? Wolf says, oh man, I went back and found the Mickey Momo song on YouTube. Oh yeah. Mickey Momo. Let's see. Oh yeah. I don't like fighting this Mo man. Well, it is the one with the kid on the bike. Yep. That's the OG version. Yep. That's the one that I was doing. Trying to sing it like he did. I don't know if I, got it quite right, but it was so funny because Momo had never heard that. Oh boy. But as soon as I saw his name, I was like, that reminds me of that cartoon. And he actually found it on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, he asked me, he sent it to me on Discord. And he was like, is this it? I was like, yeah, that's it. My life is a teenage robot. All right. Shaedow, I remember when your channel didn't have your live face on screen. Yep. I remember asking you when you will ever show your face. Noodles, what's up? And now you see me. Yeah. Scruffy though I am, but you see me. And I think I told you guys I was waiting to get certain things. Well, wow. Ooh, that was ugly. Get on out of here. I was like, I want a mic, I want a chair, webcam, and I got all of those things. People donated to get me this setup. I have 2 lights And the computer that I'm using right now, because the old computer that you watched me on when I first started live streaming, it was just a wreck. I still have it. I don't use it anymore. But through donations, I was able to get this computer here. I bought it from a friend of mine. And that friend, you talk about, you know, paying it forward, and you know how sometimes your good deeds will come back to you. Well, that same friend that sold me this one, I used to sell him my old computers when he didn't have a job. His mom would fund the money, and I always sold it to him at a severe discount. You know, it was so funny because, like, you know, one of the computers I sold him for like $300, and his mom was like, 300? Well, what tell me about that computer. I'm gonna do some look, because his mom did, I think, tech support or customer service. And she looked up how much my computer was actually worth. It was easily worth double that, even at that time. And so she gave it to him. So yeah, I always cut my friends deals like that. And he never had an opportunity to do the same for me because I was working. And so once I stopped, he actually had a chance to return, you know, the favor that I did for him. All right. Too much lag at the moment in the game makes it unplayable at times. Yeah, there's lag. I'm doing okay right now, but yeah. Yeah, that's it. Shaedow did it better. Well, thank you. Yeah, she grew up. Yeah, drugs didn't treat her well. Yeah. That's the sad thing about Pedro. What's up, man? By the way, that is the sad thing about seeing how some of them turned out. Do you remember the girl on, well, if you guys used to watch it, you know, Different Strokes? You know, what you talking about, Willis? You remember the sister? I had such a crush on that sister. And I remember, you know, Gary Coleman, we had, you know, seen him do other stuff. Todd Bridges, you know, had some problems with the law. Then he had problems even, you know, getting back into the business. They knew he could do it, but he had a record and nobody wanted to touch him. But I always wondered what happened to the girl. I didn't hear anything about her, and I looked it up. Yeah. I believe she died of an overdose. Young. I was like, wow. Shinobis! Or is that Shinobis? Welcome to the Shadows. You are our latest Shadow Dweller. Thank you for giving me that follow over on Twitch. Appreciate you. See, there's a karaoke versions, and my boys do it. It's good. Yeah, I posted it to your Discord back in the day. I think it was you. Yeah. I remember preface reveal also. This is better. I don't know. I thought I was going to lose subs. But for some reason, I gained them instead. I probably lost a bunch though. Ruby Pool. Wait, what? Woo-hoo. All right. I tried to do another heavy there, but it just dropped my input, so whatever. Well, let me offer you this. Anytime you in Vietnam, your housing, food, and travel are free of charge. Well, thank you, man. That is awesome. I don't know if I'll ever... I haven't... Let me see. I think I've been out of the United States once. And it was on a cruise. I think it was a Caribbean cruise. And that was the only time I've ever been out of the United States. Dana Plato. Yes, that's her name. Not Kimberly Struthers. Dana Plato. That's who it was. And like I said, I you know, we're all young at the time. I'm trying to remember. I think she was either my age or a little bit older than I was. But yeah, I read that and I was so sad. These are people that died and you don't even, there was no big news, you know, about it. You know, when Gary Coleman died, it made the news, you know. But she was born in '64. Yeah, see, she was 7 years older than I was. LordShaedow, didn't the dad mess with Dana, or was that a rumor? I heard about that, but I'm not sure. But I did hear that rumor as well, Pedro. Died at 34. Yeah, look at that, so young. Man, I swear, I was so sad. Because she had been dead a while by the time I actually found out, because I hadn't bothered looking. You know, I don't tend to look for folks like that, but I just happened to wonder. I was like, yeah, I remember her back in the day. There was I had a crush on Yasmin Bleed. Yeah, we know about her. She was a good-looking girl. Yeah, sad when she died. Abuse was what I heard too. Yeah, I mean, I looked it up. I think it was on the wiki or something for her. But yeah, it was messed up, man. Like I said, I had a crush. I had a mad crush on her. You know who else? Family Matters. Do you remember that daughter on not Family Matters? Sorry, Family Ties. Not Family Matters. That was Urkel. But that was another one. But in Family Matters, the Family Ties, the daughter, you know, Michael J or whatever, she actually did a movie, because I looked around for her as well, and I found out that she had done a movie, and I watched it. It was actually pretty good. She had it was a movie, I don't remember the name of it, but she had amnesia. She was married, she had amnesia, and it was a pretty deep story. Not one that I normally would watch, because it was, you know, it was a little drama. But I remember I watched it with my mom, and she was good. It was a good movie. No, I heard about her death happened right after her being on the Howard Stern show. Mallory, the one that got me was Aaliyah. Yeah, that got me too. She was young and up and coming too. They need arenas for T2A and T5CC. Well, they have arenas for T2A. I mean, no, sorry. That's T1A, sorry. Yeah, you're right, they do. Tina Yothers, Justine Bateman. I was gonna say, no, not Tina Yothers, Justine Bateman, John Law. That's who I was thinking of. Love me some Justine Bateman. And she did that movie was great. Very good actress. Now, on Family Matters, I also was broken when I found out that now Laura Winslow, the one that Steve liked so much, she's pretty, but she wasn't my type. I didn't really find her, you know, really that pretty. But do you remember the girl that Steve actually got with? I found her very pretty. She passed away young. I was like, are you kidding me? What is going on? People need to stop dying. You know, I was broken. And I forget what she died of, but it was something, an illness or an aneurysm or something like that. But taken very early. And that's why I tell people, it's like, you know what? I'm happy that I made it this old. There are many that did not. So I consider it a blessing and a half to have made it this long. Yep, Family Ties and Growing Pains. Yep, watched them all. Another girl. Now, I had two crushes that I can say went back a very, very, very long time when I was a kid and they were kids. Okay? Two. One, see if I can I'm gonna try and give some hints. See if you guys can figure it out. This girl got her start from a movie called Commando. Who am I thinking of? That was the first place I saw her. And the other one got, I don't know her start, but it's the first one that I remember in a series called Baby I'm Back. Those two are my longest crushes, TV crushes. See if you guys can figure it out. And they both had good long acting careers, and I believe they both have gotten awards. See if you can figure it out. Yep, that's one of them. Corey and Big Sexy, you got one of them. That's the one from Commando. A lot of people don't remember her. She was the little girl. I believe it was his daughter or something. I liked Laura's friend more. Yeah, exactly. Kaylee Kuko, yeah. It's a shame. Her name jumped right into my head. Yep. I had her wallpaper. I used to make wallpaper of Alyssa Milano. I liked her from Commando. And I watched her. Now, get this. When she did that movie Poison Ivy, I actually got to see my crush in a very sexy, erotic scene. So part of me was like, oh yes, I get to see this. And the other part of me was, I hope she doesn't do this and wreck her career, because that's what'll happen. Her image would be wrecked, and then she would find that that's the parts that she would have to play, because I actually liked watching her act, not just, as a sex symbol. And if she set herself up as a sex symbol, then that is what, they would start asking her to do. Every script would have her stripping. Every script. And she would find out that, she couldn't get, a decent acting role. So I didn't want that to happen to her, but at the same time, I was happy to see her. You know what I mean? It was the only time I got to see her. Embrace of a Vampire, all that. I was like, please, Alyssa, don't wreck yourself like that. All right, so I didn't even know she was in Commando. Exactly. She was the little girl. I loved her in Charmed. Now, here's the funny thing, Corey. As much as I liked her, I didn't really watch Charmed. By the time she did Charmed, I no longer really started watching network television. I had actually turned away. I was reading a lot. I was watching a lot of anime, playing a lot of games, and I just didn't watch a lot of network TV at all. But I used to. But by that time, I was just like, I think I saw one episode of Charmed, just because she was in it, My crush was Phoebe Cates. Is that on Friends? Is that her? I didn't really watch Friends though. Tagged you on Twitter so you could see the opening. Okay, I have to look because I have to go to Twitter. All right, so you guys got Alyssa Milano. Now, who's the other one? And this one, she was also a little girl. Now, just so you guys know, and have a good idea, Alyssa Milano is 2 years younger than me. So when I was watching her, I was also young. Okay, Commando, I was 2 years older than she was in that movie. All right. And when I was watching her on the TV series and all of that, we were around the same age. Okay. This girl, the other long crush, she got her start, or at least I remember her first, in a movie, in a TV series called Baby I'm Back. And she's done, and you guys know who she is, but you may not know that TV series. So see if you can guess who that is. You could look it up too, I'm sure. Big Blue stepping in here with that huge roster. What's up, Big Blue? How you doing, man? Good afternoon to you as well, sir. Let's see, my crush was Alexa Vega. She is a cutie. I was a little, older when she was, when she did Spy Kids. But she was a cutie, and she's grown up to be quite beautiful. But she wasn't one of my crushes because I was a little too old for her there. But I remember her. I remember her music, her little music video. I like to sing. Remember that scene? All right, come on. But yeah, see if you guys can you guys remember who, or do you even remember that TV series? A lot of people don't. I actually had to look it up because people didn't know, and I wanted to make sure that I was correct in the title of it, and that was her. And it was. I had a mad crush on a girl in my school in the 80s, got to date her for a bit. Teenager stuff, I said she reminds me of a girl in a Bruce Springsteen video. Turned out to be Monica in Friends. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. No, LordShaedow. Kate's is from Fast Times. Oh, Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Gremlins. Oh, okay. Got you. We talking about Mangog and Odin? No. Yep, you guys got it. Did you look it up? Pedro and Big Sexy? Did you look that up to see that's who played in that one? But yes, those are my two oldest crushes, or I should say earliest TV crushes. Kim Fields and Alyssa Milano. Now, I also had a big crush on Lisa Bonet. Still. Now, my sister showed me a picture of Lisa Bonet's daughter. And I looked and actually had to do a double take because it looked just like her back when I used to watch her. Back on the Cosby Show. I'm like, what in the world? She just popped out a little clone. That's what she did. It was amazing. Now, you remember? No, it took me a minute to remember. Haven't seen that show in decades. Yeah. It was a long time ago. And see, I was a kid watching these things. I used to watch a lot of TV. It didn't slow me down any. I read a lot too. Jasmine Guy was another one that I liked. Liked him a lot. A lot of TV crushes, man. Yep, her and Lenny's daughter are twins. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I was like, no way. My sister, when my sister showed me that, because she knew, of course, that I had a crush on Lisa Bonet back in the day. When my sister showed me that picture, she wanted to see what I would say. And she didn't tell me who it was. And I thought, I'm like, why is she showing me an old picture of Lisa Bonet? That's exactly what I thought. I'm like, why is my sister showing me this picture of, an older picture of Lisa Bonet? And she was like, no, that's the daughter. I was like, no way. I took the picture up again, looked at it closely. Yeah, that was scary. She had herself a little mini-me. I think everyone liked the same girls. Kim Fields, Lisa Bonet, Milano. Oh yeah, they were the hotties, man. They were some hotties. Trying to think if I liked somebody that a lot of people didn't. Ooh, Christina Applegate. All right, so yes, I also had a crush, but I'm gonna tell you guys, and I don't remember her name. There was an episode where I think Bud's cousin or something was getting married. And in this episode, Christina Applegate and two of her friends were dressed in black miniskirts. Nearly killed me. However, they were upstaged by the wife. It was when Bud actually got lucky. He was trying to hit on her in his, fumbling way, and he stepped on her foot because his sister had told him to do that so that they don't run away. So he actually did that. And he asked her, and no cheesy lines or anything like that. And then she's looking at him, she's like, what? I'm sorry, the pain in my foot, was distracting, right? And so he basically reverted back and he's like, all right, you want to go upstairs and see how, cookies are really made or something like that? And she actually said, yes. And he was like, what? And he went running upstairs. Then he ran back down, grabbed her and said, you should come too, and dragged her upstairs. If you guys remember that episode, that girl, to me, was better looking than any of them. She wasn't even dressed sexy. Hold on, let me restart the camera. But yeah, in that episode, as much as I liked Christina Applegate, this girl beat all of them, hands down. She was sexy and she was not dressed in any kind of skimpy nothing. She was just dressed regular and she looked better than them all. That was the only way that my attention could be drawn from Christina Applegate in a black mini skirt. No way. All right, hold on. Let me get the camera back up. But yeah, there's a lot of lag. Was that who it was? Billy D? Was that Tia Carrera? Because I know her, but I don't remember if that was her in that episode. I remember recording that episode, and later on, I wanted to try to find who that was, but then I never really bothered to follow up. But yeah, if you remember that episode, that she was so fine. And I mean, I remember it to this day. That's how fine. The only one that came on that show that took my eyes away from Christina Applegate in a black miniskirt. It's worse? Oh, yeah, I see. That means that it's probably OBS that's lagging, maybe. And that means there's not going to be much I can do about it. Here we go. If it was the show Kelly Bounced Back, I think so. Yeah, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, it was one where I think his cousin was getting married or something like that. It was his fiance, and Bud actually slept with his with the fiance of, I think it was a cousin, but it was family. And he had actually slept. It was one of the few times that I can remember Bud actually getting lucky. Yeah, I see it's laggy. Not sure if I can do anything here. Oh, wow. The lag is definitely on my system. Whoops. Let me close down this program here. And let me close this down here. And I will try once again. And we'll see if it fixes it now. I just turned down some things. Let me see. Yeah, because it was actually laggy on my system too. EZ, what's up, man? How you doing? Remember, because girl Elvis to me. Her daughter is amazing. Sylar, what's up, man? How you doing? 1, 2. All right, it's a little bit better now. I can see it. Her daughter is amazing. Has a funny show on Hulu. Wait, which daughter? Tia Carrera? See, I don't watch stuff anymore, so a lot of these people I don't know. Their daughters, I don't know them. I'm looking at these little mini-me's of folks, and I'm like, hey, that's an old picture of so-and-so. Nope, that's their kid. What? Make you feel even older. Ay, 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 man. Gotta do something. Gotta do something to hit you. Not enough power. Oh, I hate fighting Juggernaut. Quit all that, man. Firing off specials and making me have to wait. Y'all know I don't like long fights. Okay. Who didn't have a crush on Carmen? Yeah, Carmen Diaz. Yep. But yeah, what's up, Sylar? How you doing, man? Kakashi, welcome back, man. How you doing? It's fixed now? Yeah. It actually was laggy on my system. When I went to move the window, the camera window, it actually lagged. And I think it was a program that I had running. The program that I used to edit videos, Filmora. I still had that running, and I think it went a little bonkers. So I closed it down. Come on. Night night. That episode is called The Wedding. Her name is Joey Lauren Adams. Okay. Yeah, The Wedding, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Thank you, Pedro. So you were thinking the wrong episode. Yeah, I was going to say, that, she was so dang cute. It was not even funny. As soon as I saw her, I was just like, oh, wow. And she was only on that episode that I can recall. I don't think she was on any other episode. But I remember, after all this time, I still remember her. She left a mark on me. She dropped that bomb on me. So we're doing pretty good in the arena here. These days I can relax with the arena. As long as I'm putting up an average of 4 a day, which doesn't take me too long, we're good. I can sit down and, you know, just crank it, and then coast for the rest of the time. But I'm gonna be making 2 videos today. One of them is gonna be, of course, the last arena results. Last arena, that results video. And I need to make a better thumbnail for those. And I have some ideas. And I might make a new thumbnail for it. But I'm gonna do that video. But also, because Cosmic Tech is on, we are gonna open up a featured crystal. And we can open up at least 14 dual class crystals. Maybe more. So it's going to be a really big opening to hunt for that Cosmic Ghost Rider or Captain Marvel movie. But there's not that many that I need out of that crystal. Yeah, your evade failed. You know why? Because you can't evade these skateboards. Now, go to sleep. How many points would it take to get a 4-star Super-Skrull round 2? Tang, what's up, man? How you doing? Why do I think of Pootie Tang when I saw your name? But what's up, man? There's no guarantee. We're just guessing. Up at the top of the screen, you'll see my guess. However, it is a guess. So after round 1, we'll have a better idea of what he went for. I always put up guesses that are really, really high. And the reason I do that is because I don't want people aiming for that score thinking that that is what I said they should put up to get the champion. No. So just in case people do that, you know, and I always have people ask me that. They're like, really? You think he's going to go that high? No. But that's the score I'm going to tell you guys to aim for anyway. That way, if you do more and you get the champion, okay, whatever. You know? Yeah, let's do that. She was also in the movie Chasing Amy. I never saw it, Pedro. Never saw Chasing Amy. So really the only place I saw her that I can recall was in that one episode. And remember, I had it on VHS tape. That tell you how long ago that was. I recorded that episode on VHS tape. And I didn't know her name. I had no way, you know, like today we can look it up in the wiki. We can look up the episodes and see everybody that was in them and all of that. I couldn't do any of that. So I had no way to find out who that was. And all I had was the VHS tape, which I don't have anymore, of course. I just had that VHS tape, and I would just, you know, I was trying to do a video capture so that I could put it up and ask people, hey, do you know who this is? Who is this? Did she do anything else? Oh yeah. What do you think about the rumor? Hold on. Jennifer Lawrence will be Susan Storm. I know one of the Fantastic Four movies was not too good. So I mean, they can get who they like as long as they do a good job. I'm okay with it. All right. But yeah, Adil, I've not heard of any rumors, so, but yeah, I don't know. Well, looking forward to that. It'll be out tomorrow. That's gonna be tomorrow's video. I was waiting for the cosmic tech, and I'm gonna keep open. The only way I would stop and not open all, use up all the shards is if I pull Cosmic Ghost Rider and Captain Marvel movie. Because until I get both of them, I'm going to be opening up those crystals. So I'll either get Cosmic Ghost Rider or I won't. But if I do get him, I'll still open them up to try and get Captain Marvel movie. I also don't have Terrax, who I don't really care to have, but it would be a new champion. So I wouldn't mind that. And he did get a rework, and he does do a lot more damage now. So yeah, if you put up what LordShaedow predicts, you have a 100% chance of getting a champ. I've never missed. And I myself go higher than what I tell you guys to go. You know, I mean, you see that score, 12 million, that I'm guessing. We know that he's likely not going to go that high, but I promise you, I will be putting up about 14 or 15 million. And that's how I ensure that I get the champion. Man, I just saw that I have maxed out energy. I got to use some more of that energy. I've been working through Cavalier. Man, I was so upset, Big Blue, because Cavalier, it counts for the event quest completion. I got all the milestones for that, but it does not count for completion. Completion stops at uncollected. Where's the logic of that? Otherwise, I would have had a larger score for completion. But with event quest completion, I was trying to get that done. And I got it done. I still am not done. I have master and uncollected fully explored. So I couldn't get more points because I already had uncollected 100%. But Cavalier, I've been working my way backwards through that. I think chapter 3 is 100%. And I'm just working my way backwards now. Predicting on your 5th and 11th you will get the 2 champs. Okay. We'll see. I'll be happy if I just get them. But if I don't, guess what? It'll be 6-star shards. And I can already open a 6-star because I finished exploring 6.3 and got a ton of 6-star shards. If I had thought that I was gonna do that, I would have waited on the Nexus and I would have just opened up both of them together. I would have opened up a regular 6-star and the Nexus. But yeah, so I can open up a 6-star now. And after this opening, depending on how many dupes I get, when I finish uncollected and all that, I should be able to open up maybe 2 more 6-stars. But we shall see. I might wait a little bit. One of the reasons that I'm definitely going to do the crystal opening for tomorrow is that there's no war video for tomorrow. War just started today, so I won't have a war video done for tomorrow. So that'll be the crystal opening, and then over the weekend, we'll see. If I can get enough for 2 6 stars, then I might do a crystal opening for Monday. Boak, what's up, man? How you doing? Sorry you're late. You pulled a 4-star Doom today. Congratulations, man. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Cap had a class bonus against Voodoo. Oh, did he? What's up, Pragrati? How you doing, man? Get that on cooldown. And now, go to work. Heavy D, go to work. Woo! Really? I didn't know that. Yeah. No, it stops at uncollected. Look it up. I was so ticked because I would have had a big boy score, but nothing past uncollected. Yep, Seaton said he is coming in March. All right, bro, can you help me with some crystals? What do you mean? I hope you're not going to ask me to do anything illegal, because the answer is no. But what do you mean with the crystals? You got a question on which ones you should be opening? All right. But yeah, it's about that time. Actually, you know what? We can end here. That way I can get to that video, making that video faster. And that's going to do it, guys. Let's see who is streaming right now. And then I'll first make that video. If I have enough, let me see. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, not yet. So I won't make the video for the arenas because not everything has come in yet. But I will make the crystal opening one. All right. All right, yeah. Let's go raid Ilac. And then I'm gonna make that video. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to hit that like button if you enjoyed the stream, if you were entertained, because that helps out the channel so much. But we're gonna raid Ilac.
The K-Mike statement.
Yep. You heard him. Let's pop up a link here. Hashtag out of the shadows. All right, so take care. And I will see you tomorrow. Look for that video tomorrow morning. And we'll see if I can get myself a Cosmic Ghost Rider or Captain Marvel movie. All right, so take care. And you all have a blessed day.